So imagine this scenario, if you will. Individual walks into a financial planner, says, yo, dude, I want to have $20,000 saved up in the next 8 years so I could buy a house. And the guy says, okay, so let's look at your finances. It's like, okay, so right now you're flat, not making any more, you're not saving any more, you're living paycheck to paycheck. So we need to make a plan on how you're going to make more money. The guy's like, no, I don't want to make any more money. If I make more money, then it's going to take time and effort, and if I start making more money, I'm going to be this rich jerk asshole and everything like that. He's watched too many movies. It's like, all right, so fine, you don't want to make any money. So let's see how you can save more money. It's like, no, I don't want to save any more money because then I might be looking like a cheap, skin-tight flintwad, and I don't want to decrease, my spending on the weekends or anything like that. So then the financial advisor is like, okay, so you want to build up a $20,000 savings, but you're not willing to make more money and you're not willing to save more money. Investing? It's like, no, I don't want to spend the time and the effort for investing. It's like, then how in the world are you possibly going to do this? This is the situation that we run into in our fitness culture that is holding a lot of people back, particularly with exercise. Okay? Again, we have 3 dimensions that we can progress our exercise in to get better results. Greater frequency, so we're doing more of it per unit of time, more workouts per week and everything like that. Greater intensity, sorry, you can hardly see the T there. So just making it harder in general, and then of course improving the technique. Unfortunately, what ends up happening with a lot of people is they get this Chicken Little syndrome where it's like, no, I don't want more frequency because that might overtraining. That might be whole, overtraining, terrible. I can only work out so much, no more than 45 minutes at a time. Gosh, no. Like, all right, so how are we going to make it harder? No, if I add weight and I go faster and more explosively and everything, that's going to be hard on the joints and that's really tough on the body and everything, so I don't want to do that. It's like, all right, fine, so how are we going to improve your technique? It's like, improve technique? What do you think, I'm crazy? I don't want to devote myself to watching these videos and reading books and going to conferences and everything like that. So, all right, so not willing to have more frequency for a fear of overtraining, not willing to improve my technique, and not willing to have more intensity, but I still want to get in better shape. Not gonna happen. Here's the point of today's video. I am giving you permission to go all out hardcore on yourself for all 3 of these things. Frequency, do 1,000 push-ups in a day. It might be overtraining. Find out. Go for it. Your body's gonna tell you if you're doing too much, but unless you actually really push those limits, you're never gonna know. You're always gonna be dragging your own anchor behind you. Zach Even-Esh once in an email said you're capable of 20 times more than you think you are, which is kind of true. I remember back in the day, I thought a 20-mile bike ride was a long bike ride. And I thought, my God, if I do much more than 20, I'm gonna be dead on my feet. By the end of the year, I was riding 100 miles at a time and not even thinking twice about it. And I used to think, God, I used to think 20 miles was a lot. I just got done with a sunrise hike up Mount Mansfield. We hiked it at 3:30 in the morning, and my friends and I were like, God, I remember when this was hard. Now it's nothing. And how did we get to that level? By saying, we're just gonna go crazy. We're gonna hike this 3 times today, not just once, 3 times. The intensity, we run up the damn thing. I carried a 60-pound rock up Mount Mansfield. A lot of people looking at me going, oh, that can't be good for you. That's crazy. That's insane. Go crazy. Go nuts. Listen to your body. If joints and everything are telling you it's not so safe and whatnot, listen to that. But for the love of God, invest in programs that are going to tell you how to deadlift better or do a better pull-up and whatnot. Because you're going nowhere if you don't give yourself permission to let off those brakes and go crazy on these things. You're capable of far more than you're giving yourself credit to. And so many of these people are like, oh no, don't do this too much, you're gonna break yourself down. The human body and mind is capable of a hell of a lot more abuse than we give it credit for. And right now in our Western culture civilization, we are exploring the fraction of what we are truly capable of. Overtraining, unless you're like training for the Olympics or something, you're not even close to it. You're under conditioned possibly. Yes, but you can build that up. Same with the intensity, same with the technique. Build it up. That's how we actually get in better shape. Push those limits. I'm giving you permission. Go hardcore on yourselves at least a few times a week. Guarantee you'll be pleased with the results. Till then, be fit, live free.